Yay! What a year! I can't believe that my year sub is right after Creator Clash, but woo. OMG 11 months. Help, my last day of high school forever is on Friday, not slay. Yippee, very proud of you and excited for the content coming up. "21 months, Sue, proud of you. Manifold love 2, manifold love 2. Good fucking job with the win. Actually insane. Making me want to start going gym to better myself now. The manifold, the myth, the legend. First stream back in a while, 22 months 07. You 5 months. "5 months already. Ooh.
That's right, people.
Hey,
that is an
Mr.
8-month chapter of my life.
How does it feel to be the best boxer?
Oh, it feels great. Let me tell you, it feels great. Guys, that is an 8-month chapter of my life finally over. And you know what that means? Cheers. Oh, I missed it. I missed it so much. People, as you can tell by my face, for those of you who don't know, a mere 2 days ago, I was in a boxing match with a great man, a man by the name of Dakota Alave, who I now will not refer to as Ninja from Wish or B-Tech Ninja, and I will simply grace with his own name, because he's a great guy, and we're going to get into that in a moment. But if you don't know, which I don't know how, you've clearly been living under a rock. On the 15th, 3 days ago, Creator Clash 2 happened, and the first fight of the evening was me versus Dakota Alave. I've been training for the past 6, 7 months. I say 8. I mean, I started like really late September. So what is that? Let's see. April, March, February, January, December, November, October. Like 7. Like 7 because we're nowhere near far enough into April to consider September another month. 7 months I trained. Whose nose do you have on? What do you mean? That's my nose. Does it look that different? So this is the thing I'm going to talk about. I don't think it's broken, but I don't know 100%. I haven't had it x-rayed yet. Does it look broken? Be for real right now. Is it broken? It's bruised. I think it's bruised. It's definitely... Can you look at my fucking eyes? I'm clearly bruised. I got punched in the head. Continually for like 15 minutes. Oh no, 10. 10, sorry. 10 minutes of being punched in the head. Wouldn't it hurt like hell if it was broken? I mean, it hurts pretty bad, but it's not too bad. I can do this. I can push it around and stuff in it. I'm not screaming in agony, so I'm pretty sure it's good. But either way, guys, as I've said, I'd had my first ever boxing match 3 days ago on April 15th, and I fought Dakota Alave, and it was possibly the greatest thing I ever did. And let me tell you, for the people in chat who do not know, I won the fight. Everyone was saying, you cannot win this. You are weak, you are scrawny, you are puny, you are incapable of victory. And people, I went out there, and I punched a guy, and I kept punching until the time ran out, and then they told me I won. My strategy, punch him in the face, and it worked like a charm. Either way, I have messaged Anissa, one of the organizers of the event, and she has said that I am allowed on this stream today to react to my own fight, because I'm not watching. I genuinely, this is dead serious. I haven't watched my own fight back yet. I've seen little clips because there was a gala yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before. I'm all confused on what day it is because I left the United States of America on the 17th of April and I landed on the 18th, and it's confusing me because I didn't really sleep. So on the 16th there was a gala and they showed some clips and there was some pretty cool moments, but I haven't actually watched from start to finish the entire fight yet. So I'd like to watch it back. But also, before I do that, before I do watch it back, I genuinely just want to talk about like some of the cool shit that went down while I was at the event. I mean, not only was like genuinely everyone involved in the event just a wonderful person, like everyone I spoke to. I didn't get to speak to everyone for a particularly long period of time, but I spoke to so many of the fighters. Jayla Ray, Mika, Alana. I spoke to, his name, I'm awful with names, so please, if any of them see this, do not be too offended that I'm pulling a blank. William Haynes, I spoke to that guy a little bit. Chris Reagan I've spoken to before. I mean, just everyone. Just everyone was genuinely wonderful, and lovely to be around. And I want to say now, I did speak to Ethan Crank Gameplays. I did speak to Ethan Crank Gameplays. But either way, if you speak to Epic Mealtime, I did not speak to Harley very much. After our fights, we fist bumped each other and said congrats, but that was it. We had very brief sort of interactions. Evie, thank you for the Prime.
19 months. That
Yes.
enough time to bake 2 whole infants. But instead, I just watched The Funny Man in my Chromebook.
That's absolutely fine. Congrats on having a Chromebook. Not many are as fortunate. Anyway, does my eye hurt? My eyes actually don't hurt too much. It's just my nose at this point. My eyes are like... Well, I remember like at the gala, I was taking pictures and going... And smiling. Like creasing my eyes was so much pain. Because Dakota fucking hit me round the side of the head. And like specifically on my eye socket so many times. So I just had the sorest eyes. But anyway. This is what I want to get into. Dakota, right? I met plenty of people at this event. But Dakota Olave has to be, genuinely, the sweetest, kindest man I've ever met in my life, right? So when I got there, I kind of made an effort, and because everyone's kind of friendly with each other, right? It's not an event with any like sort of like animosity or venom. Everyone kind of likes each other, you know? And I kind of went there... Not wanting to, like, have beef with him, but just not wanting to, like, be friends with him either. Because I figured it would make it easier to fight the guy. So I just kind of didn't speak to him, you know. And like, I filmed a lot of the event. There's going to be a video coming out hopefully soon. I'm going to try and get it edited as quick as possible. But, like, I was just, like as he walked past, I'd, like, do this and just shit like that. Like, you'll see it on camera. Like, I'm just kind of, like... I'm not being rude, like too rude, but I'm trolling a little bit, you know? And that's fine. And then like while I'm waiting in line, he starts talking to me and he just starts asking me like how the journey was and stuff, and you know, and he's being real nice and he's like you know, and he comes off really nice, right? But nothing I think I cannot think of a single act of kindness, and I don't know whether this will be visible in the video, but I'll tell the story now and we can watch out for it as we watch the fight back. There's a moment in the fight where I get a really bad nose. I mean, you can see the state of my nose. He hit me in the nose a lot. I had a really fucking bad nosebleed. I was covered in blood. And I think in the 5th round, I think it was at the start of the 5th round, they had to just briefly pause the fight and just quickly check my nose wasn't absolutely fucking horrendously damaged. Because they were like, oh, they're basically checking if I could still breathe. Because there was so much blood coming out of my nose that I'll admit it was difficult, but I could breathe. And they were just checking if I could breathe and if it wasn't fucking too badly broken and whatever. But, so they paused the round. They take me aside and they check my nose and they go, "Can you breathe?" And I go, "Yes." And they're like, "Can you fight?" I'm like, "Yes." And then they asked me something about a headache, I believe. I don't really remember. The fight is a blur. And I go, "Yes." And they're like, "All right, he's good to go." And they send me back out and they send me back to my corner. So me and Dakota are both in the corner, right? And there's like, was it broken? They've not x-rayed it, but as far as I'm aware, it's not broken. I might go get it x-rayed in a couple of days because it is still a bit swollen, but I don't think it's broken. But anyway, there's this moment where we're both in the corners just as the round's about to start. And I don't think anyone who is in the middle of a boxing match would be so kind. Dakota looked across at me from the side of the ring and went, as if to like say, "Is it okay?" And I went, like, "Yes." And then he just gave me one nod and we went back to fighting. No, I don't think I can think of any single person who would check on the well-being of their opponent halfway through a round. Like, he was so concerned that he had to be like, just to check if I was still good. You know what I mean? And that's extraordinarily kind. And like, there was several bits throughout where like my camera guy James was just trying to like get me to go like fake bits of beef and stuff, like just like for the video. He's like, "I'll go over and just like steal his hat and stuff." And I couldn't bring myself because he was just like so kind. Whenever we tried to do fake beef, he just couldn't do it. Wasabi did that during the Deji fight. Wasabi was also someone who I spoke to and was just exceedingly nice. Just like very, very nice guy. I didn't speak to him very much. But he and I hate to say this to Dakota, but before the fight, we were walking with each other because we were both in the blue corner. We were walking to the changing rooms and he was like, "Oh, I think you," and he's like, "I looked at the clips. I think you got this, man." And he was like quite nice about it. And he made me feel pretty good. There was also a sick moment, and this was the most, the best moment for me, the moment where I felt the most confident about the fight. Because let me tell you, during the fight, I was not confident at all. Dakota was a much tougher opponent than I ever gave him credit for. And this is me being harsh. Watching his clips, I obviously his clips were from a long time ago. There was from his first fight where he'd only trained for a month. But I saw a little bit. I was like, I'm not too like worried about like fighting this guy. He doesn't look like he's anything fucking. He doesn't look anything slick. And then he hit me in the head a few times. I was like, oh shit, this guy's kind of slick. He was pretty good. And I really did underestimate him a little bit. And genuinely, that will lose people fights. I'm very glad that I had a fucking amazing corner that were able to pull me through that, because it was a very tough fight. But anyway, there was what was I talking about? What was I getting into? I was saying how I underestimated him. But oh yeah, the moment I felt the most confident was right before the fight, where I was warming up in the it was such a cool moment. I felt really good. Where like, because I've been training really hard, and I was I was the first fight up, so we're all a lot of the fighters are in the dressing rooms, but I'm about to go out first, so I start warming up for the fight, right? So Charlie, my trainer, he pulls out the pads, and I'm just hitting the pads, and I'm just warming up, and punching shit, and then like, the room's really loud, everyone's talking in the dressing rooms, everyone's like prepping, and then as I start hitting pads, right, and I'm hitting them, and I'm feeling sharp, I'm feeling good, slowly the room just kind of simmers down to an eerie silence as everyone just watches me hit pads, and I like everyone just kind of like shut up, and it was like a really cool moment where I was like, I'm good at this thing. I feel like I'm good at this thing. I've kind of like captured attention with it. I felt really, really good. It was really, really cool. It was such a cool moment. I really, really enjoyed it. But anyway, I think I've spoken about everything I want to speak about prior to this. Before we watch back the fight itself. So I'm going to take a little swig of this because, I miss drinking beer. Josh proud right now. Oh my god. So my brother Josh, let me tell this before I move on. Let me put some music on in the background. That's really loud. My brother Josh used to box. He had his first fight when he was like 14 or 15. And he used to box for a good few years. And he was the reason I got into, I wanted to do Creator Clash. So I don't think I've ever spoken about this too much, but the reason I wanted to do Creator Clash in the first place was because my brother Josh used to box, and he always used to say to me, you would really enjoy this, you would be really good at this, you should do this. And I always was like, no, it's not my thing, always used to poo-poo it, always didn't want to box. But a little part of me did, because he always said I would be good at it, and I like being good at things, is like primarily it. So I was like, no, I just kind of want to give it a go, you know? But anyway, he kept saying that. And then when I went to the first Creator Clash to watch Minx's fight, I watched it. I was just like, you know what? I really want to give this a go. I have this opportunity. My brother's always trying to get me into it. This is a good excuse. It's not just like me doing it off my own back. That I can make a video out of it. It's for charity. You know, people can watch. Like, it's a good thing to do. Jack, you look tired? No, I look punched. But anyway. Anyway. Pause the music. What was I talking about? Yeah, so I signed up. I messaged... Well, the week after Creator Clash, I tweeted and they were like, who wants to fight next year? DM us. And I DM'd the Creator Clash the account and I was like, I want to fight next year. Brain damage? No. I don't have brain damage. It's fine. I always did this. I always forgot things. But anyway. I messaged them, was like, I want to fight. And then when I went to VidCon, I ran into Ian and Anissa. And they were like, do you want to fight for real? And I was like, yeah, I think I do. And I just kind of like once I sent that message, I kind of in my brain was like, you have to do this. You've told these people you're going to do this. You're letting them down. And I kind of pressured myself, like, just kind of like gaslighted myself into like going ahead with it. And I'm so glad I did. I love training. I'm straight back in next week carrying on training. Like I'm not stopping, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be training anywhere near as much as I have been. Because there's no need. Like, you know, I want to stream and do content and stuff. But I'm not stopping. I genuinely just, like, boxing's my shit, right? But anyway. I signed up. But the whole real reason was really just because I wanted to do something my brother had always told me I should do. So, on the night, when I was asked who I wanted to do my ring walk with me, I decided that I wanted my brother to walk with me. Because at the end of the day, he's the whole reason I'm doing this. I know this is a big moment for him. At the end of the day, he's boxed, but, you know, he's never boxed in front of that many people and stuff like that. I really wanted him to, like, have the experience of walking out in front of that sort of crowd and be there for my fight because I wanted him there and stuff. And it was such a cool moment to, like, have him there when I won. And, like, Anissa told me that Ian and Anissa would be watching this. And I'm going to apologize now because I realized I did a little cheeky here and I broke the rules a little bit. But my brother was supposed to go sit in the crowd, but they got confused and they let him sit in the corner. So he was actually sat in my corner the whole fight. Not that he did anything, because obviously he's not a corner person, but he got right up close to my corner and he was there in the ring holding the flag for when I won and stuff. Which was way better than what it could have been. I know. I don't think he was technically supposed to be there, but hey, look, at the end of the day, it was cool to have him there, you know what I mean? No one stopped him. Like, I was told he couldn't, and then like when he got there, they just went, "Oh, sit there," and he went, "Okay." So it's not like I orchestrated it. I didn't break the rules. I didn't break the rules on purpose. It just happened. All right, that's what I wanted to confess. I want to confess that I didn't mean to do it. All right, but it did happen, and I'm really glad it did because at the end of the day, I really wanted him there. It was very important to me. Did you talk to any of the group chat members? Yeah, I love the group chat guys. I saw all of them after the fight. Epi, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Let me turn the sub things back on. But yeah, my brother was there as well, and I hope you can see him in the video because I like genuinely.
Good job on fighting knockoff ninja here. I am celebrating that win with a 2-year sub.
Thank you, Kim. I appreciate the 2 years. You the greatest. All right, let me pull up this video. I got it downloaded.
Congrats, bald man. A whole year. So long yet so short. Like you, JK. Enjoy the corona.
I'm an undefeated boxer and you're gonna laugh at me for being short? Do you know this? You know now every time you laugh at me, you're laughing at an undefeated boxing champion. Do you know that? An undefeated boxer you're looking at right now. Undefeated! And you're gonna laugh at me for being short. Do you know what you're doing? Do you honestly understand the person you're laughing at? I'm an undefeated boxing champion. Alright? You've only had 1 fight. Doesn't matter. I've never lost. Alright? Undefeated. Alright? And you're going to laugh at me. See where that gets you. Where's your fight? When did you have your fight? The boxing vlog. There will be a boxing vlog. I promise. But anyway. You know what? Let me just thank some subs. Let me just read through these instead of... let me just read through them. Where were we?
Bingus Boxing.
Bingus Boxing. Bingos. Where are you? I'm gonna start reading the subs myself, I think, so we can get through them a little bit quicker. Oh, here we are.
Hello, Jack Manifold.
Hello!
Congrats on the win.
Thank
Can
you.
you tell me how mirrors work?
Yeah, light is reflected. The reason you see objects inside... Fuck, alright, fine, I'll explain the mirror, fuck's sake. So, you know that the thing on TikTok at the moment where someone puts like something to the side of a mirror and then they look at it like this, and like inside the mirror, like where the wall is and the mirror isn't, the mirror still knows that there's an object there. It's because light is bouncing off the object at all angles, and the light bounces onto the mirror, and then that makes an angle that reflects into your eyes. Now, your eyes perceive beams of light. Usually when a beam of light heads at you like that, right, it's because the object is over in that direction, right? But what is actually happening is light is being reflected from an object that's over right? But it looks to your eyes that aren't very complex beings that it's inside the mirror at a distance, because our eyes just perceive light that way. So our eyes are being fooled into believing it's something inside the mirror. It's not. The mirror is just reflecting light. It doesn't know anything's there. It doesn't see anything, all right? It's just reflections of light. You just see it as inside the mirror, because when you trace that beam of light back, the reflected beam of light, and you kind of extrapolate it as a real object, it would be, if it was a real object emitting that light, an object that is inside the confines of the mirror. There you go. That's why mirrors work. Right? Okay, that's it. The TikToks where everyone's like, how does the mirror... That's how the mirrors work. Alright? Anyway, I gotta read subs now, and then we can react to my fight. It's been 23 minutes. Come on now. My God. Prezzo, I never said you were a stupid, fucking, gay, dumb piece of shit. I never said that, Prezzo. I figure you probably know how mirrors work. I love Prezzo. I don't care. I don't care about any of that stuff. I love Prezzo. Anyway, Toast Bowl, thank you for the 18 months. Swissy Lovejoy, thank you for the 18 months. I will enjoy my proudly earned beer. Amola, thank you for the Prime. Jimbo Panic, thank you for the 3 months. Sucker Punch, thank you for the 2 months. And Aboozle, thank you for the 9. You thought I would lose. Well, look at you now. You look dumb, don't you? Enerjuice HQ, thank you for the tier 2 for 14 months. Anxious Lee, thank you for the 11 months. Thank you for saying I'm incredible. I really appreciate it. Kemi, thank you for the 6 months. Thank you for the 8 months. Random Rabble. Hey, last time I asked how you were and meant to put a smiley face, but it ended up being a laughing face on accident, which you questioned. Anyway, hope you're doing well. It's fine. I've forgiven you. Don't worry about it. Lavidity Link, thank you for the 7 months. Jupiter Alone, thank you for the 25 months. Holy shit. Grilled Cheese Wheeze, thank you for the 6 months. Happy half a year. My birthday's in 1 week. Happy birthday. Maybe I will play Faith. Thank you for the 400 bits. Crowned Rodent. Went to the Creator Clash fully expecting your domes to get smoked. Pleasantly surprised at your victory. Thank you so much. Louis, thank you for the 4 months. Haney Licks, thank you for the 21 months. Jack, thank you for the 3 months. Blaze, thank you for the £2.69. I'm glad you're proud of me. Insomnia Runner, thank you for the 21 months. Welcome back from school. Blaze Live, thank you for the tier 1. Corny Kearney, thank you for the 5 months. Congrats on being 18. Crowned Rodent, thank you for the tier 1. Toastball, thank you for the £1. Arden Slay, thank you for the Prime. Peaches Beloved, thank you for the 18 months. Thank you for saying I slayed Boots the House down. This is Amelie Trying, thank you for the 4 months. That is Navy, thank you for the raid. Looking down on you, thank you for the 4 months. Raptor is Blue, thank you for the 9 months. Alice, thank you for the 16 months. Hugh, thank you for the 14 months. Jay the Alien, thank you for the 8 months. Callum, thank you for the 12. Jinx Devious, thank you for the 7 months. Niven, thank you for the 19. And Mystery Girl, thank you for the 14 months. Jesus Christ, that was a lot of subs. Thank you so much. We almost dropped below 1,000 because I've been away for so long, so I really do appreciate all of you subbing. And of course, you don't have to watch the top of the hour ad that will be played. Don't think you're getting away with it, people. Top of the hour ad, as always. Anyway, let me find the alert box and then we can get on with watching my fight. Cool. Alright, let's do this, cops. Let's react to this stuff. Let's react to this shit. This is my boxing match. This is the first I've seen of any of this, by the way. I've seen, so for context, I've seen a couple of clips of the fight. Like, I've seen a few TikToks, and I saw a couple of clips they posted. But on the whole, I've not watched my own fight back yet. And I don't really remember it. I remember a couple of moments, but, like, it's such a blur. You're just so jacked up on adrenaline and nerves. You don't remember any of it. I was so convinced I'd lost the fight, and I won. I got 149 out of 150 points, all right? I won, like, well. I did a good win. I did not even a close. I did, you know, I did an easy, well, not an easy way. It was a very hard-earned win, but it was a win nonetheless, right? And I honestly thought I'd lost. So that shows you how much I was very like consciously perceptive of. So you know, let's see.
Who's gonna win tonight? Who's gonna bleed tonight? These nerds will test their might when they step in the ring. Create a clash. Who's gonna win tonight?
Me. I won.
Bleed tonight. You know the shit is tight.
You know what, though? One thing I'll say, just from watching these clips back, the quality of the fights this year was, like, I think very elevated. Like, some fights, fucking Andrea versus Michelle, amazing. Andrea was great, don't get me wrong, but Michelle was really, really good. Like, me being having a little bias towards British coaching teams, but very fucking good. Haley pulled out a fucking great fight. You know, she lost to Minx last year, but she fucking battered it this year. Myth's fight was amazing. Myth was really good. I forgot about Myth. Myth was fucking incredible. Ethan's fight was great. There was so many good fights this year. I like the theme song.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. We are back once again in beautiful sunny Tampa, Florida from the Emily Arena.
Is this Ludwig?
Here for
It sounds like
Premier
Ludwig.
Clash number 2. And as you see, the fans are excited. I, your host, Wade Plem, am excited
It is not Ludwig. His ass is not Ludwig.
to bring you the return of the premier influencer box.
Brain damage. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm deaf from the plane, man. I landed like hours ago. Leave me alone.
Events in the
I don't have brain
You got
damage.
energy, folks. It is because the fans are ready to see their favorite.
She was a great ref, by the way.
creators.
I do not remember like spotting her once during the fight, other than the time she actually got involved. She was
Coming into
great.
tonight and take a look at our matchups. We have JackManifold.
Can I just speak about this picture, by the way, really quickly before we get into it? I saw fucking Max GG's tweet this with, if you ain't Jack Manifold looking, if you ain't Jack Manifold looking cheeky, we ain't fucking. And then it says me, and this is clearly, I would assume, Jack Manifold looking cheeky. Do you think I look cheeky here? Am I cheeky here? Everyone was mocking me for this. You look like a baby. You look a bit silly. I like this picture. I don't think I look cheeky at all. I don't think I'm Jack Manifold looking cheeky. Dad looks sick, by the way. Yeah, whatever. You guys can...
Dakota Olave. We have Jayla Ray. I believe in rounding out Wild, but one man that
Oh, there. Right, that's Wade. Okay, I didn't really meet Wade. Also, I remember being in the interview room. Right, so I was waiting to get interviewed when the stream started. I was in the interview room with S-Fan, and I'm stood there, and I'm fucking nervous because I'm about to go up, right, and I've just warmed up, and I'm trying to stay warm, and I look over, and I see fucking Tony Jeffries and Wade Plemons, two big fucking guys, right, and then to their left, Charlie looks so fucking small, and I was like, I remember the thing that brought me calm in that moment was I looked at the screen and went, I was like, look how fucking small Charlie looks. And I laughed. And it brought me so much, I felt so much calmer after that. Like, I just needed a little, like, I need a little calming moment, and looking at Critical looking small was
that's
that.
going to save us from our boxing knowledge. It is the legendary boxer's now coach himself, Box and Burn's finest, Tony Jeffries. Tony, how you doing, man?
Mate, I'm so excited to be here. Like you mentioned, the energy in this room is electric. I'm really feeling it. The influence of boxing is massive now. So to be...
Tony's great, by the way. Great guy. I like that guy a
Jack,
lot.
you inspired me to start boxing. My first lesson is next week.
Oh, sick! Oh, I'm really glad. This is the whole thing, right? So I'm gonna keep getting distracted, and I apologize, but like this is the thing I love about the influencer boxing shit, right? A lot of like fucking like true blue boxers, you know, all those fucking types. Some of them, not all, but some like really don't like the influencer boxing scene because they see it as a bunch of like fucking famous people trying at it, you know, like and kind of like disrespecting the fine art, you know. And I do see that opinion. I do, but I don't see it. I more mean like I get it, right? Because we're not professional boxers. But the thing is, I think the thing about Creator Clash is no one claims to be, and that's the sort of like, that's the point. Like, but anyway, the thing that I think everyone needs to realize is I don't think boxing as a sport has been as big or as mainstream as it has been since the influencer boxing scene came around in a very long time. Because essentially what it does is it takes personalities that people are already interested in, throws them into the boxing world, making those people watch boxing potentially for the first time, realize, hey, I really like this sport, and start watching the professional world. It's just bringing traffic over to the professional boxing world. Because at the end of the day, yes, if you want a higher quality fight, watch professionals. They're better at it. You know what I mean? In my head, like, I never could understand quite why people were mad about it, because it just brings more people over to, like, you know, like, it just brings more people over to the sport. And that's like even my coach, like, he's an older guy, right? Like, my coach was an older guy. I think he's like 62, and I apologize if I've got that wrong. Or one of my coaches, sorry, not Charlie. Charlie's quite young, but one of my coaches, his dad, Alan. Sorry, my brain is shutting down. I'm so fucking, I haven't streamed in a week, and it really, I'm back, and like, comeback streams always make me nervous. But I remember when he told me to my face, he was like, the first time when he got offered, like, to help me out with this sort of influencer boxing thing, he was initially like, I don't know if I really want to get involved in, like, the influencer boxing thing, for the reasons I say, like, people see it as like a kind of disrespect to the sport and stuff. But then, as he's gotten involved with it, he kind of said that he sees it doing nothing but good for the sport. And it was a great event, which had way more sort of, like, love amongst the individuals involved than even professional boxing events, because people could be dickheads at those sort of things. Like, I don't know. I don't have brain damage! I just haven't streamed in, like, 8 days. Alright? That's like a record for me. I always stream. Alright? Come on now. Either way.
To these people, their favorite creator. Someone just saying twist it.
That's the old dick twist. The old dick twist.
You gotta make sure you're pulling.
The dick twist is a Creator Clash classic. Last year, I remember, like, losing my voice going, twist his dick! During the Ryan McGee fight. So I believe there was some twist his dick chants during my fight, so I'm very excited for this.
Twist there, that's the technique. But speaking of twisting things, I want to make sure that everyone knows tonight is going to go
I wonder if I can
5
see my
different
people.
directions. Twists and turns.
I remember this guy.
These are creators. We really don't know what they're going to bring. But one thing we do know is our first fight is right now. Let's get to JackManifold versus Dakota Olave.
That's me! That's me!
My brother used to box, and he always tried to get me into it. I mean, I went from doing...
They fucking used UK Garage for my fucking intro backing. Fuck off! They never cleared the... That's so funny! I swear that's the beat to that fucking Millie... What was her name? What was her name, you know? Oh, we went big on TikTok for a bit. Fucking Millie B? M to the B. I swear it's the M to the B track. Fuck off. Really? Okay, this is the first time I heard this, by the way. So
now let's
this is the
get
first
to
time.
JackManifold versus
Fuck's
Dakota
sake.
Olave.
This is great already.
Funnily enough, my brother used to box, and he always tried to get
Fuck
me into it.
off.
I went from doing basically no exercise whatsoever to doing like 4 days a week in the gym. I've really put my all into it for the past 6 months. The main thing I realized is how fit you have to be, and how fit you can get
You know what I
relatively
hate?
quickly.
That I filmed that footage, the one where I'm punching, really early on because they told me they were going to need a promotional video to promote the fight. And I was so much shitter back then. I was really sick this day.
Doing like
I was like so
4
ill
days a
filming
week in the
this.
gym.
I like could barely breathe. I was like fighting in between shots.
I've really put my all into it for the past 6 months. The main thing
But like I suck here. My head movement's so rigid. Like I fucking hated watching this back.
realized is how fit you have to be, and how fit you can get relatively quickly.
I did my first boxing match last year, and I told myself I wouldn't do it again. When they mentioned boxing for helping people, I was like, I'll go back. Like, let's go. I do have one.
Yo,
Just a
I
cheeky
have a
guy.
little bit of experience in
I'm
that
a little bit
area,
cheeky.
but I've seen some of his videos, so
Thank you for the pound.
I think this is gonna be a good match.
Hello, everybody. I am here with none other than JackManifold. Jack, are you nervous?
Can't watch the
Do I look it?
stream,
Do I
but
look nervous?
welcome back, laughing face.
Thank you. Can't watch the stream? Oh my... Bro, my brain is slow. Maybe I do have brain damage. I think I'm just out of it. I think I'm just... this is the first time watching this back. I'm kind of like... It's weird. I'm very into it. Why is S-Fan there? Because he's the interviewer, man. He does pre-match interviews. Do you know nothing about Creator Clash? What is that bow tie? Oh, I really wanted to... Right. So let me explain this. My ring walk outfit, I picked it because I was the only British person on the card. In fact, I think I'm the only British person to ever fight on Creator Clash. I don't remember anyone British from last year. Minx is the closest being Irish, but even at the time she was living in America. So like, I'm pretty sure I win in terms of like the most British. I really want to lean into that. I really wanted to be obnoxiously British because I figured there'd be a lot of American fans in the audience. A lot of people who didn't know who I was. I figured I'd just lean into being really obnoxiously British because I thought that was funny. So that's why I've got... But I was gonna wear a tear-off shirt, but I couldn't get one. So I had to take my clip-on bow tie and attach a chain to it and like clip the bow tie onto the chain so I could wear it like a necklace. It was such a like a makeshift outfit. I was supposed to have a monocle, but it wouldn't fit under my eye. It was a whole... I did it.
You don't look nervous, you know, and I'll tell you what, you have the entire pride of England resting on your shoulders right now.
Thank you for putting pressure onto this already arena-filled, pressure-filled fight. Thank you so much.
Well, it's not just the arena, but the entire country of England is watching you right now and hoping that you win.
No, you said already, and it makes me feel better, so thank you so much.
I mean, these people stayed up well past their bedtime to watch this.
It's 11 p.m. right now. Can you believe it? 11 p.m. back home.
11 p.m. That's amazing, which is actually much later than most Minecrafters stay up, so.
None of them are watching. It's okay. I'm here for myself.
Can you tell us a little bit about your opponent?
They were watching. It turns out they were watching. I was really worried no one would... I was really worried no one would watch it because I was like, I don't know whether boxing is like my audience's thing. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't know whether it's their thing. It was clearly your thing, so I appreciate you guys watching it.
I honestly completely forgot. I fucking blanked on his name, but he looks like Ninja, and that is, you know, that's enough. He looks like Fortnite Ninja. That's enough to want to punch him in the head.
Well, all right.
You know, before the interview, this is how nervous I was. By the way, I'm gonna leak a little bit of movie magic here. I stammered over my words so badly there. I pre-prepared those questions and jokes. We were waiting with S-Fan. I was like, ask me if I look nervous, and I had a bit planned where I was gonna be like, do I look nervous? I was gonna be really confident, and then he was gonna be like, no, and I'm gonna be like, good, because I fucking feel it. And I said it so nervously because I was so nervous that I had to scrap the bit. And then with the Dakota thing, I completely blanked on what I was going to say about him looking like Ninja. I was like, hey, fucking Fortnite Ninja.
We got a big match coming. Thanks, guys.
Hi, guys. I'm here with Dakota right now. Tell us, Dakota, how are you feeling tonight?
Oh, feeling great. Yeah, we're all here for charity, and it's a win-win.
Yeah, so I've heard you've been in
He seems more confident than me.
a fight before. So
Yeah.
you've been practicing how long exactly?
I want to say about 3 months for this fight.
Oh, 3 months. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Can you show us your 1-2? Woo! Woo! That's going to be Jack's pretty little face. Oh, no.
I'll take the compliment.
Not the adjective I'd
It
use.
won't be afterwards. That's-
Oh, really? Oh, really? That's not the adjective he would have used? Fuck Dakota Lava. Guys, I'm cutting him off. We were friends. We've been friends for about 3 days. Fuck that guy. He said I was unpretty. He said I was unpretty. He didn't say I was ugly, but he said I definitely wasn't pretty, and that's enough. Fuck that guy.
a fighting nickname yet.
I'm joking. He's lovely.
Poppy Smurf.
Poppy Smurf. You think you're going to win, Poppy Smurf?
Oh, for fucking sure. Sorry.
Oh, you can say freaking.
Yeah, freaking. I'm going to win.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we can't wait to see it tonight. Hopefully, you know, we don't see your blood in the corner.
No.
I mean, admittedly, they didn't. Admittedly, they didn't.
Okay, well, thank you, Poppy Smurf. Thank you.
Thank you.
By the way, can we just say, by the way, they never measured me. Like, fucking Mimi was tweeted, if he's 5'9", I'm 6'7". I told them I was 5'8". They bumped it an inch, all right? They gave me that inch. They gave me the inch. I'm pretty sure I'm like 5'8", maybe 5'9", and they gave me the inch. I'm taking it.
Well, Poppy Smurf, Charlie. There's the new nickname for Dakota
Oh, I live at Brighton. I'm from fucking Mansfield.
Olave. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Tony, you're seeing this now. Height, weight, measurements, anything jump off the page?
It doesn't, but I did watch Dakota's last fight, and he's a tough guy.
Yeah.
He's a tough guy. He took some good punches, but I know that Jack is being trained by Charlie Wise, who's a pro boxer from the UK, and he's been taking this fight very professional. So, yeah, I think he's going to do well.
Charlie, on the creator side of this, who's got the best look that you saw there in the interviews coming into this fight?
Well, Jack Manifold has Minecraft energy on his side, which I don't think does much at all in a fight. It's
Alright, fuck this guy! Fuck Critical! Okay, you know what? Dakota and Critical, prior to this, I would have told you are the two nicest people I've ever met in the creator space. I used to say, because I met Critical last year, and people always ask me, because like, oh, how is he? How is Critical? And I always say, he's the nicest person I've ever met in the creator space, and I've always said that. He's such an angel. And then these guys, they turn on you when you ain't... You know when they think you ain't listening, they fucking turn on you, man.
Congrats on the win, big man.
Thank you. Thank you, Liz. That's what I needed to hear.
It's very jovial, not so much aggressive. So I don't really see a world where he comes out here with any kind of like real urge to hurt somebody.
Is that it? That's all he had to say. The fucking Rule Britannia. I didn't realize the camera was on me by this point, by the way. Can I just say this? I had no idea the camera was on me. So...
They keep roasting you. Glad you proved them wrong with the win.
The cane, by the way, made my hand go numb. Because it was really hard to grip. The wraps were quite tight, and then I was gripping the cane and the glove. My hand before the fight, I had to be like, shit, because my hand went completely fucking numb from gripping this cane. Who did I remember specifically going to fist bump someone. Who was it?
Well, gentlemen, you're seeing Jack Manifold enter like a royal debutante here.
Yeah, he's looking like some kind of early 20th century street magician.
Tony, I know you appreciate the flag. You appreciate the censures a little bit more, yeah?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. He's representing our country well. Let's just hope he can do it when it comes to fighting.
Yeah, listen, you saw some deep breaths coming out of that tunnel. Obviously, a pressure-filled atmosphere, nerves abound, things that Jack's going to have to deal with. But I'm telling you, he goes PvP in the game. Minecraft is not in this ring. The only square is the circle in front of us. And whether he's a part of the mob or not, he's going to have to put those fists up and fight, Charlie.
I'm excited.
They really went for every Minecraft pun in one sentence. He just went, Wade was like, you know what? Let's just name every Minecraft thing I can in one sentence. That's a fucking impressive challenge.
To see if he steps up to the challenge. I've always known him as more of a mild kind of guy. I've only met him a couple of times, but he's always very wholesome, positive, and this would be a very surprising side of him.
We're going to need to see Jack go from mild to wild because his opponent is about to enter the ring.
I'd say I went from mild to wild. Or I'd say I went from mild to wild. I'm a kind guy. I show kindness to people, you know, that's okay. I have watched it before. I swear his trainer was wearing a shirt that said eatballs.com, by the way. Just so I know. Does it say eatballs.com?
Like I said, Poppy Smurf is on his way to the ring. Dakota Olave rocking the blue hair. Jack called him the blue-haired Fortnite-looking ninja, Charlie. Is he going to move like a ninja in the ring tonight?
Well, I think he was just using that to shit on him, honestly. Like he's trying to picture him as a weaker opponent or something. He's kind of trying to belittle him.
Well, listen, Tony, you see...
I was trying to belittle him. I was trying to say he was like Tyler Ninja Fortnite Blevins. So thank you, Charlie, for clarifying.
The frame here from Dakota. You talked about his experience. Does this moment mean anything less or more to him now already doing this once, or is he comfortable?
Yeah, I think this moment means a lot to him. I just seen on his feet.
What? I'm nervous. Can you, like, I'm right now nervous. because I've not seen it back. And like, even though I know I won, my brain is like, oh, what if there's a bit where I look bad? I'm like actively still currently nervous. Is that weird? I know I won. You know, I already did it.
Just when he come out there, he could not believe the size of the crowd here. He's looking very confident.
By the way, the ref had a catchphrase that I don't remember. Oh, I remembered it! Shit, I remember in the ring. I was trying to keep calm, so I was trying to make jokes. And she came over and she said, like, her ref spiel. She's like, you were given the rules in the change room, blah, 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 blah. But she said, exact words, she went, keep it clean and I will remain unseen. And I was like, okay. And then right before she walked off, I went, it's a good catchphrase. And then let her go speak to Dakota. I like it. Keep it clean and I will remain unseen. I don't know if all refs say that as my first fight. I don't know. But I liked it.
No frills in his ring entrance. He was staring at Jack, giving him the old fist across the throat. So he's looking very confident.
Listen, both guys super confident, super ready. We are ready, and we're going to go to Agnola in the middle of the ring.
It's time for our premier match of Creator Clash 2. Check out exclusive behind-the-scene content for Creator Clash only at fansly.com/Creator Clash. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner.
Me!
1.9 million subscribers and your mother's favorite streamer. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighs in at 133.6 pounds. From Mansfield, England, introducing the Ball Death, Jack Manifold.
Yeah, so the thing about the Ball Death thing is, right, I was asked one day what I wanted to be called. This is very cool, I know, I didn't mean to cut it short, but I was asked, what do you want to be called?
Who up jacking they manifold?
Who up? Anyway, I was asked what I wanted to be called, right? I was asked, like, oh, you get a nickname, what do you want to be? And like, I know Alan always used to call me Jack the Menace Manifold, and a lot of people call me Jacked Massive Fold and stuff like that. But I thought the Bald Death is funny, because bald. However, my camera guy, James, upon finding out about this, the day before the fight, on camera, just goes, I'm like, what? And then he reminds me that the Bald Death, although a nickname for me in a boxing sense, is sadly also a name for cancer. And then I went, oh dear, I've called myself Jack Cancer Manifold in this boxing match. But by this point, it was way too late to have it changed. So I just had to, like, bite my tongue. And that's why I laugh when he fucking says it. Because I just can't help.
Field, England, introducing the Ball Death, Jack.
I'm like, shit, I hope the audience don't laugh. Because I was like, ah, shit.
Manifold. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He's a skateboarder and TikToker with over 9 million followers. He stands.
Most people didn't click on, don't worry, chat. It's not just you.
129.6 pounds. From Denair, California, it's Poppy Smurf, Dakota Olave.
Looks like you don't have any teeth. Yeah, I use a black gum shield. This is my advice to anyone who boxes, by the way. People always want to get cool gum shields. They want to get like sharp fucking teeth in them and shit. Alright? And this is a thing that was massively in Dakota's disadvantage. Charlie told me this is a very good point. We got a black gum shield, pure black. And the reason being, if you get one that's colourful or has a design on it, when your head's moving around, right, and it's in the heat of the moment, if you have a bright object right in the centre of it, it's a really easy target to just punch, you know what I mean? Like, if you've got a bright thing, bang! But all of a sudden, I've got a big black void in the middle of my head. It's a lot harder to see. Dakota, however, has a bright blue cranium. I never lost his head. And whenever he dunked, I'd just be like, bang! Because it never lost my... It's bright blue. So I just punt, you know, either way. This is my... Just try not to be too colourful if you're ever boxing.
And gentlemen, we talked about this. 5 rounds, 2 minutes. Tony, talk to me about how long that really is in there.
2 minutes is a long time. Again, when I competed in the Olympics, all we did was 4 2 minutes of work. These guys are fighting 5 2 minutes, so it's more than an Olympic athlete when they're in there.
So no standing 8 count tonight. 3 knockdown rule is not in effect, and this is sanctioned by the Florida State Athletic Commission.
Well, the 3 knockdown wasn't in effect? I thought it was. Well, there's me being... I'm glad I didn't go for a 3 knockdown. I thought it was in effect.
Gentlemen, it's time to get it started. Round 1, nice jab there. Starting to fight out from JackManifold. Coming forward, big aggression already.
Okay.
You can hear the shock in Charlie's voice. Okay.
He's throwing lots of punches, but he needs to keep his chin down. His chin's high in the air. He's getting caught as he's coming in.
Tony's got a good point.
When you're watching this back and forth action, Charlie, what do you want to see from Dakota Olave right now?
I want to see him really punish the lack of defense from Jack here. Like Tony mentioned, he's not doing a great job of keeping his hands up the entire time. He has a very sharp jawline, but I don't know if that's going to be a benefit here.
Sharp jawline is one thing. I need to see some more sharp jabs from JackManifold. He looks comfortable in there, Tony.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of nice jabs landing there. He's finding his range, finding his distance to land that right hand.
Looks like he wants to land that 1-2 as he comes across once again. Both guys have settled down a bit after a bit of a rush start from Jack. Again, 10 minutes in there.
Yeah, great job again.
You know what it was? Dakota. So I was told, right? So I'll tell you my fight plan. I, for someone who is only 5'9", have quite long arms. I'm built like a taller person, so I've got quite long arms. So everyone I've ever sparred, I've had longer reach then. So I usually, my sort of fighting strategy is to kind of keep long, just constantly throw a jab and then kind of ping back off of it. Dakota was built like an orangutan. I got in that ring and he just went bang. I was like, oh no! He had fucking really long arms, like exceedingly long arms, and I was like, shit. So that's why I'm like constantly just throwing the jab, because I'm trying to range find all the time, but I just can't quite get in his range, because his range I believe to be possibly longer than mine. So it really threw off my entire fight strategy. So that's why I'm like was so convinced I'd lost before they announced I'd won, because I was just so out of my comfort zone.
Great job again. That's what he needs to keep working on that jab. When that right hand, when that left.
See, he's pushing Dakota back every time with that jab.
Yeah.
My defense was very shoddy. In sparring, I'm usually a little bit tighter, but fuck, everything goes out the window when you're fucking fighting, man. It's so nerve-wracking.
Dakota needs to bring his hands back to his face after every punch. Right now, he's dropping them after he's punching.
Oof. Jack looks very comfortable. That right hand is yet to come out of him. And look at this, Dakota Olave calls him on.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
A lot of bravado from Dakota, but he's going to have to throw some punches behind him because Jack is starting to tee off a bit here.
Yeah, your call. A nice 1-2 there, and he just smiled.
Double jab there from JackManifold. Both guys trade. And again, we're going to see him settle down just a bit because we're going to be in there for a while. And you're starting to see that right now.
Yeah, it looks like both fighters are starting to get a little gassed here.
Oh, nice jab again from Jack. Dakota in the corner here, covering up. And a nice exit from
Perfect.
I'll give myself a little bit of credit there. That was kind of good. I kind of backed out pretty good there. Oh, I was taking a little bit of credit there.
Best defense, and as we've seen, that's why.
Last 10 seconds here, round 1. Flurries back and forth. There it is, round 1 in the books. Wow. Way to start out, Creator Clash number 2. And Dakota gives it to the crowd, says, come on, what are you doing? Give me some of that energy, because both guys used a lot of it in that first round. Tony, tell me what you saw there.
Yeah, great first round. Jack was landing these jabs a lot there. You just seen on the screen that he missed that one. But the jab is what's...
Oh, Christ! Oh, Christ! Oh, fucking hell! Oh, look at his face, poor guy. Oh, I felt so bad about it afterwards.
Everything else up.
And as you see, our raid...
Oh, just slipped the fucking backhand. Oh, if that had landed, that would have been big.
Energy replay, JackManifold throwing some big-time shots there and landing clean. Charlie, what does Dakota have to do here in the second round?
Well, he's going to have to start landing punches and start avoiding some of his own.
Yes. The thing is, again, no matter how much experience you have, no matter what you've done in this work, every fight is different. And I think Jack coming out as aggressively as he did, he shocked Dakota a little bit.
Yeah, it did. So he was landing some clean punches. So,
and it's a guy in his debut. You really don't know what to look for.
Exactly.
Here we go, round 2. And straight away, Jack takes center of the ring. Right hand, right by the
Ooh! Go on, me! Go me!
Dakota starting to land a little bit here.
Hold on, he is landing there.
We're brawling.
Fucking hell! My arms move
Ladies
quick.
and gentlemen. Again, Jack settles back into his jab, but a nice counter 2-3 again from Dakota Olave.
Good right hand over the top there from Jack.
And it's been said, Tony Jeffries, that the jab will lead you to the promised land. It's what it's doing right now for Jack
Ooh,
Manifold.
nice slip.
It sets up every other punch. And he's landing that jab. They need to come over that right hand after he's landed it.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, nice.
Jack is starting to really put pressure on him. Now, when you watch Jack,
I should have cornered him a little bit better. There's a point in one of the rounds where I do corner him a bit, but again, your brain just disappears. And what I wanted to do, because I was being quite commanding in the middle of the ring, but what I should have done is kind of cut him off and force him into a corner, where really what I did is just let him kind of walk around me, which is fine. He's going to waste more energy than me going in circles around me as I just kind of stand in the middle and spin. But still, you know what I mean? I should have cut him off more. And there's a point, I think third round, where I do it.
Here, Tony, when you watch him, the jab is landing with a left hook, not just right in that same spot, be open for him.
Yeah, he would, but Jack's following him around the ring. He should be putting the ring down.
Okay, Tony literally just saying exactly what I said. Yeah, I was following him. I should have been cutting.
Rather than following him around.
Absolutely.
A little step to his right would be great right now.
Both guys train with those jabs.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, now we're cutting him.
You really beat up Ninja BC. He didn't send you a pair
Oh,
of
this
his
is the bit where I
boxers.
cut him off. So, what was that, Rachel? You really beat up Ninja because he didn't send you a pair of his boxers. Ninja! Where are my Ninja boxers? Now you've been boxed, bitch. Where are my... No, but literally, as Tony was saying, you should cut him off.
Here from Dakota. Okay.
My goodness gracious.
I lost my footing there. He caught me right as I lost my footing, and I stumbled back really far. But I kept on my feet, and I was very proud of that because I thought I was going to go down. Not because I was hurt, but because I just completely lost balance.
Jack has landed close to 5,000 punches by this point, it feels like. He is just really connecting on a lot of these, but there's just not a whole ton of power behind them right now, but just how many can Dakota take?
It's a great question, and those stats are 100% accurate, confirmed here on the desk. Double jab there. Now listen, Tony, you're watching Dakota get caught in some exchanges here, get caught on the back foot. What's he need to do to set...
Dakota's good at getting low. I don't move my head down
23
enough.
months? That sure is quite a while. Congrats on the win, King.
Thank you. But yeah, I think honestly, like, one of the main reasons I am just throwing significantly more punches than him. And like, even though not all of them are landing, it's just a thing you should do in boxing where like, I'm essentially me throwing punches, it makes it a lot harder for him to see openings to punch me. And also it just gives me a higher chance of landing. Because I'm giving, you know, you're not going to land if you don't throw a punch. You might as well throw a punch, right? I like, that's the main reason I won that fight is because I moved forward and just threw a lot of punches. Like, honestly, my defense could have been better. I should have moved my head more. Like, Dakota moved his head quite a lot. I should have moved my head more. But, hey, man, it's my fucking debut, you know?
Pull down this pressure here from Jack.
I would like to see him throw some feints and then throw the jab, then move his feet.
Yeah.
But he's just trying to swing.
Last 10 seconds here, round number 2. Want to punctuate this round and go away. And again, both guys trade jabs right here at the end. Right hand just by the face of Dakota Olave. Now, folks at home, you've heard enough from us from now. Let's take a listen into each corner.
You're doing good, okay? Hey, hey, listen, he keeps throwing that cross. That's all he's doing, okay? So, jab, push that shit out the way. Okay, push that shit out the way, right? So he keeps doing this, right? He keeps punching. That's the only punch he has. He's only doing one punch. Hands up, hands up.
I was doing 2 punches, man. I was doing the jab and the right. Come on, now.
Deep breath, yes. Another little bit. Breathe. Deep breath.
I never seen the stats. Okay, not too bad. We were landing around similar percentages. I was just, yeah. I was just throwing more punches. Just like way more punches. My whole focus on that fight was not to throw many hooks and things, just because like straight shots are just like, they're quick. I've got less chance of fucking them up. They're easier to throw. Like I just like, let's just take this back to decent. Like, I was like, my goal was just to try and keep decent fundamentals rather than try a bunch of like really complex boxing, because, you know, if you can win a fight doing the basics, why overcomplicate it?
Yeah, he's only throwing one punch.
You feel tired?
So smack. Nah. You got this, bro.
Am I doing good?
Fuck yeah, you're doing great.
Am I losing or winning?
No, you're winning, bro. Just fucking, you're good, okay? Hey.
They lied to him a little bit there. I mean, maybe. What are you gonna do? Tell him he's losing midway through the fight? Like, you're not gonna do that, to be fair.
Stay quick. Hey, off center though. He keeps getting you with the same punch every time. So off center or smack it and come on that cross.
13 months yippee.
Let's go.
Thank you, Ruby.
Gentlemen, you hear the corner instruction there to Dakota Olave. I will say one thing you don't want to hear from your fighter after 2 rounds is, I'm so tired.
That could spell disaster here.
We got 3 more, Dakota. Hopefully you can hang in there.
Yeah, oh, I'm really far over my front foot. I should have sat further back.
Tony, what did you...
My back leg. Thing is though, when I'm nervous, my legs start shaking really bad. And usually, when I'm boxing, I'll try and sit like, because it keeps you out of range, I'll try and sit really far back on my back foot like this. But here I'm like that because my leg was my back leg, like I can't really show you this because the camera's pointing far enough down. Let me move the chair. My back leg was like I was so nervous, and it was so I tried to sit back and I was like this. My like leg was like fucking shaking, so I had to like take a little bit of fucking like weight off of it. But it meant I was like way further forward than I wanted to be, which isn't great. I mean, again, turned out fine, but I'm gonna be critical of myself because I know like. Everyone thinks, at least from my knowledge, in your debut, everyone thinks, anyone I know who's had a debut boxing match thinks they boxed like shit. Like, and like, even me having won, there's so much I'm picking apart of myself here that I know I could do better if I wasn't so fucking nervous.
From the corner you like there.
Yeah, the corner was saying he's just throwing one punch where really he's throwing multiple punches as we can see right now.
Oh, nice stiff jab there from Jack Manifold. He is all over him right now, guys. I am surprised. In his debut, the gas tank of Jack Manifold.
Yeah.
That's because I trained so... The reason I had so much energy, right, is because the one thing we focused was cardio. I was going for 5K runs twice a week. I was doing sprint training twice a week. When I fucking injured my leg, so I started just rowing like a fucking madman. I just go and I go, every week I sparred. I try and spar 10 rounds. So this fight is 5 2-minute rounds with 1 minute rest in between. I was doing every week 10 rounds, 10 2-minute rounds, and then sometimes for the first 5 I do 30 seconds of rest, and then I do a minute of rest for the last 5. But because I fucked my leg before the fight, my fitness was ever so slightly down because I hadn't been able to run in about 2 weeks. So I injured my leg about like 3 or 4 weeks before the fight. But I was sparring 10 with the idea that when the nerves kick in and all the adrenaline, you're going to expend yourself quicker. So I figured, hey, if I that's a really good slip from him, by the way. That like from Dakota here, that's a great slip. Like my jab goes completely over his head. He punches me straight in the side. It's a really good. Like I'll give him that. Fucking perfect. Actually, I'm gonna skip that back and watch this back. This looks good.
The gas tank of Jack Manifold.
Yeah. How many only halfway through?
I think it might have just missed actually though. Would have been good if it landed. But yeah, that's why I had so much fucking energy. Because, yeah. Careful with TOS on your nosebleed, King. I think I should be okay. It's a boxing match. I think in this context it's okay. It is pretty profuse. I should be okay. But yeah. Looks like you're chasing him. Yeah, I know it does. This fucking screenshot looks like I'm like hunting him down. I'm like running after him. But my brain. That's why I had so much gas. But I wish my head movement, like I was moving left and right, but I don't get low very often, which Dakota was quite good at doing. I think for my next fight, when I go back to training, like I'm gonna go back to training. I think next week I'm gonna focus on like just really exaggerated movement. I think because I think that's what I lacked in this fight. I think it would have been a fucking ways.
The fight right now. There's another clean right now.
And Dakota's doing what he can to keep him off him. There you go. Nice little level change left hook there from Dakota, and they both trade. But Jack is just undeterred by these shots, just keeps walking forward, gentlemen.
He just shakes them off with ease almost.
I don't mind getting punched in the head. The only thing that bothers me about getting punched is losing. I'm very hard to hurt, so that's why I didn't really... I was like cool with walking forward through the punches. My only fear was if he keeps hitting me, I'm going to lose, so I need to figure out how not to get hit. But if it was just a case of whoever can punch the other as much as possible, I'd be okay.
Just like it doesn't affect him, Charlie.
Like the shots Dakota is landing just seem to kind of like grease right through Jack Manifold.
Probably a little bit of that hair knife falling off and maybe creating some friction there. I don't know, but again,
Jack took a few big deep breaths there.
Oh, right hand on the chin.
Perfect right hand. Real right hand, but he's getting tired now.
Yeah.
It's been 2 fast rounds.
This is what I mean by like Tony Jeffries used to be a fucking Olympic boxer for the UK. And it's cool having him on the card because he notices things that I don't think you would notice. Because I don't think at a glance I look tired here, but but he catches my fucking breathing, and if you watch my breathing, I can tell you I'm very tired. I remember when this round ended thinking, holy shit, 2 more of these doesn't feel possible. Like I like to say I sparred 10, like this felt so much, but you almost knocked him out. I think he just stumbled, to be fair. I mean, we'll see. We'll skip it back. But yeah, Tony picking out that I definitely could. Definitely was tired because of my breathing.
Forward, gentlemen.
He just shakes them off with ease almost.
It's just like it doesn't affect him, Charlie.
Like the shots Dakota is landing just seem to kind of like grease right through Jack Manifold.
Probably a little bit of that hair knife falling off and maybe creating some friction there.
Twist his
know,
dick.
But again,
Jack took a few big deep breaths there.
Oh, right hand on the chin.
Perfect right.
Oh, he caught his head on my shoulder. I remember he like headbutted me, which is gonna do more damage to him than me. I didn't fucking feel it, but I was like, oh. If he goes down because of a fucking headbutt to the shoulder, I feel bad for him.
Real right hand, but he's getting tired now.
Yeah.
It's been 2 fast rounds. High paced.
The problem for Jack has been a problem for Dakota as well. The gas tank.
He worked really well on his movement though, Dakota. My movement wasn't quite as... he had good movement. Very good movement. The way he steps off the line quite a lot. He cuts a lot of angles. I was very like chasey, which I trained not to be, but it just left me in the moment. But that's something I definitely want to, it's something I definitely want to...
It's really going to come down to at this point, guys, the mental toughness of both competitors to keep fighting.
Appendicitis is a painful swelling of the appendix. The appendix is a small, thin pouch about 5 to 10 centimeters, 2 to 4 inches long. It's connected to the large intestine, where poo forms.
I didn't expect that to say poo. Thank you so much. I actually didn't know much about that, so thank you so much for the 6 months. Also, Folk Miners, thank you for the
2 years.
Thank
Great
you.
match, Jack.
Thank
killed
you.
it.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, Jack's feeling the effects of these high-paced rounds.
Yeah, no, I was. He's right, I was.
I will say, I love the composure from both guys, and the poker face from Jack. No, he is a little tired. Another stiff jab.
That jab's cool.
And Dakota had
This is where my nosebleed started, I think. I think he caught me around the nose.
the right idea with the left hook there.
Yeah. The left hook was big, actually. Let me watch that hook back again, because he definitely caught me there.
Guys, and the poker face from Jack. No, he is a little tired. Another stiff jab.
That jab's...
Yeah, those hooks were... I remember, like, every time I threw the jab, I'd get caught by that hook. I was like, fuck, I don't know what to do about it.
And Dakota had the right idea with the left hook there.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Starting to just ease its way through, and now you're seeing Dakota.
18-month fail.
See a little bit below on Jack's face now, but for the first time in the fight, looks like Jack's taking a step back.
Hey! Another left hook from Dakota Olave. He's found something in that lead hand, Tony.
Yeah. He needs to keep throwing it. Keeping that chin down. And Jack's up for a big one. He's finishing around strong.
I noticed he kept catching me with a hook, so I tried to duck under it. Thank you for 69 subs, by the way. That's the sex number. But yeah, I noticed he kept hitting me with a hook. And he must have caught me like 3 times. And I was throwing the jab trying to like initiate. Because I always, pretty much, almost, always throw a jab to initiate a fucking, what do you call it? Can't think of the word right now. But either way, always throw usually, always throw a jab. And I'm worried about speaking too much about my strategy right now because if I ever fight again, this is gonna be like the fucking Jack Manifold textbook. I'm gonna have to change it up for next year. But so throwing, you know, all that shit. And I was noticing every time I threw the jab, he was just hitting me with a left hook. I'm like, I don't know how to start anything unless I figure out how to avoid this left hook. And then my brain's obviously working slow because I'm so nervous. So he cashes me like 3. And I think there was like the last one he cashes me with. I don't know if you can tell. It was a big one. I remember feeling a bit lightheaded.
See a little bit below on Jack's face now. For the first time in the fight, looks like Jack's taking a step back.
It wasn't that one. It was the one before that.
That's a lot of money. You were a great bald man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, 20 minutes.
I will say, I love the composure from both guys, and the poker face from Jack. I know he is a little tired. Another step.
Next one.
And Dakota has the right idea.
That one there. You see how I stumble back a bit? It was starting to get out, like starting to hurt a little bit, and I was like, I can't take too many more of these. Like, I will eventually go down. That's why there's one in a minute where you see me go fucking really low because I'm like trying to avoid it.
Starting to just ease its way through, and now you see in Dakota.
See a little bit below on Jack's face now. For the first time in the fight, looks like Jack's taking a step back.
Another left hook from Dakota Olave. He's found something in that lead hand, Tony.
Yeah. He looks to keep through it. Keeping that chin down. And Jack's a big one. He's finishing the round strong.
Beautiful finish to the round there from Jack Manifold. Both guys going to war, round by round. What a fight.
You fucking got him, bro. You fucking got him. That's what I'm talking about.
Folks, let's listen in to Jack Manifold.
This sucked, by the way. And I know they have to do this. I know they have to stop your nosebleed, but this was the worst part. So I remember being like the 3rd round. I remember it being the one where I, like at the end of it, I was feeling the most tired. I remember the start of the 4th was the worst, but like the end of the 3rd round was the end of a round where I felt the most tired, right? And obviously they kind of stopped the bleeding. But I'm trying to catch my breath because I'm really out of breath and I'm tired, right? I'm trying to prepare myself for the next round. And all of a sudden I'm trying to breathe and then a man grabs a cloth and goes... And now I'm going... Trying to fucking breathe and I can't for what feels like 5 minutes, alright? Like it feels like the longest time on earth. And I'm like desperately trying to fucking breathe through it. I can't even breathe through my mouth fully. Awful.
When he's giving you that ground, you've got to take it and just work. Yeah? You're doing well, doing really well. Listen, you've got to start taking that ground. Right?
Ring
With that
craft.
jab.
Use your ring craft to get a breathe. Use your ring craft.
You're not missing with the right hand. Alright, and you're landing with the jab. You know when he's trying to hit jab,
maybe not a tip over the ball, just want it there from the blue corner, but you can definitely see that they're saying, listen, you can't let that left hook
just make sure you look visible.
Yes.
And it's giving you the time. He's knackered. Yeah, he's more tired than you. Stay focused.
Hold that job. Set everything else.
I was quite tired by that point. I don't know if you can tell. Very tired in that bit.
Charlie, what would you say now to Dakota Olave? It's been 3 rounds.
What were the stats?
Maybe not a tip over the ball, just want it there from the blue corner, but you can definitely see that they're saying, listen, you can't let that left hook
just make sure you look visible.
Yes.
And it's giving you the time. He's knackered. Yeah, he's more tired than you. Stay focused.
They like flashed them up for like a
Set everything else
second.
with the job.
There we are. Cool. We were landing an equal amount of our shots, but again, by this point I'd thrown nearly double his shots. 5 off of double his shots, but I'd been missing a lot more with my right hand, because he was decent at avoiding that. No, Mark, I think for the tier 1.
Charlie, what would you say now to Dakota Olave? It's been 3 rounds. It seems like you've seen a lot of the same. What do you say to him coming out here?
I'd have to tell him to really just kind of dig deep and find the soul of a warrior somewhere buried deep within there and push through.
Keyword being dig and deep, because he's going
nice.
to in round 4 here.
This is the only round where I was scored as having lost it by or by one judge, I think. Or this is the round where I lost the point. So I scored maximum points on every round, but round 4 I dropped 1 point. So this is apparently my weakest round. This is the closest one. So I haven't seen this one back yet. But the one judge was like, I don't know about this round. So we'll see why.
Again, he found something in that last round, but Jack is right on the front foot again, Tony.
Fair play at Dakota. He's took some big shots, and he's still in there. Oh, he's coming back.
He's throwing some heat. Both guys are. A firefight every time the exchanges fly. Another jab from Jack Manifold.
You know what's funny though? This actually, I look tired, but I look a little bit. Charlie always says I box better when I'm tired, and I must admit, so far into this round, as much as I look tired, I think some of my boxing looks a little bit better. I'm a little bit far forward on my front foot, but some of like the slip, I did a little slip there and stuff.
Fair play at Dakota. He's took some big shots, and he's still in there. Oh, he's coming back.
He's throwing some heat. Both guys are. A firefight every time the exchanges fly.
Like a little parry there was nice. Slip that one.
Jab from Jack Manifold. Keep a little
ducked under that. Like there was some all right sort of fucking bits there.
The problem seems to be for both guys were headhunting. We don't see a lot of body work this fight.
Yeah, we haven't seen any body hurt work, or we haven't really seen any feints. They're just throwing the punches. But that comes with the inexperience of both guys.
Stumbles back, but he lands under left hook. And Jack now goes to the body. Double jab. And again, there's that fatigue you're seeing from both guys. Where Jack may want to follow up, but just I don't know if he has that energy right now.
Yeah, this is a high-paced fight.
Ooh. That was an alright body shot. Fucking hell. I remember at this point, and I can't hear the commentators, by the way, but I remember my brain being like, I'm not throwing many body shots and throwing them right as, this is your worst round? Apparently, but it starts out alright.
Both guys exchange jabs. You see the blood on the gloves of Dakota Olave. Jack bleeding from the nose a bit here. Both guys wanting this. Right hand behind here from Jack Manifold.
How tough is Dakota?
I'm not moving forward enough. That's what it is. Like, anytime he backs away from me, I'm staying back because I need the fucking room to breathe. If I'd have stepped on him this round, I probably could have knocked him down, but my hands are quite low. I'm tired as fuck. Like, at this round, I felt better in the 5th. I got like a second win before the 5th because I was like, oh, this is it. I just need a fight now and then that's good. Looks like your eye's bleeding. It wasn't. It was literally just like smudge from my nose.
Taking some punches, and he's still in there.
Left hook. Beautiful duck and chuck there. And again, the fatigue setting in, so both guys are going to have to overcome this and continue.
There's that left hook.
Continues to land.
What about jab for Jack? Oh, it's great.
If you're Jack Manifold here...
I don't remember getting punched in the back, by the way. I want to look for where that happened, because I just remember seeing like I've still got it, like a mark on my back. Also, I definitely got punched right here by Dakota, like in the side. So I want to keep an eye out for that because I haven't seen it yet, but it hurts. So it must that or I've pulled myself missing a punch. That can also happen. If you miss a punch really bad, you can like overextend and pull your side. So maybe I did that, but something happened. Like I hurt myself. So
you have to stay on that jab. I understand fatigue is set in, but that double jab is
big
to the promised land over and over.
He's eating a little bit of punishment now, though. Dakota started to...
Ooh, go on. Oh, that was big.
See the fatigue on both guys' face. You're right, Charlie. We've been back and forth in this round. I would say more so than the last few.
Yeah, that was a quick round. Yeah, I can see why I dropped a point because I'm just not as aggressive. Like, Dakota gets me to back off a couple of times. But honestly, some of the boxing was okay. I thought. That felt a very quick round, though.
In that round, Dakota has some things to go back into the corner.
But yeah, I didn't mind that. I didn't mind that. I liked some of the parts of that round.
He's in this fight. He's fighting back. It's just a war of attrition at this point. Volume has to be on his side in this last round.
Well, I've got a little bit of Jack Manifold's blood on my fist right here, and I could probably sell that on eBay for a couple $1,000.
I'm sorry for bleeding on you, Critical. Apparently I bled on Critical. Didn't even know that. He didn't tell me either. I saw him afterwards. He never told me you had blood on him.
He's getting beat up, but both guys, again, in our Raid Energy replay are showing they're here for this fight, gentlemen. Tony, look at this. Boom.
Both landing a jab at the same time.
Yeah.
As the fight goes on, they're both getting more and more sloppy.
Yeah. And you talked about it. You see Jack continuing to slide into that shot.
Yes.
Continuing to slide into that
Be quicker on that jab.
And what I do want to say is thank you to Raid Energy for sponsoring the Raider Class 2. Check out Raid Energy.
By the way, Twitch, this is just paint. I just got paint all over.
You'll see him on all the replays tonight, but make sure you pick up your Raid. Fifth and final round, gentlemen. I would say if you're the
I remember this one because I remember just going fucking like I just need to. I remember like my brain here being like, "You're really tired. Just punch him as much as you can now, and then you can literally like." I was like, I might pass out after this, and I was like, "Who fucking cares? Just punch." Because I remember like feeling so tired. I was like, if I pass out after this, it doesn't matter. I just need to punch this guy. I just need to keep punching him until I fucking fall to the ground afterwards.
Oh, Lave, you might need a stoppage here, Tony.
I agree. So let's see how it goes.
Has to be
a clean fight. It's got to be.
Oh my lord! And they're both coming out. Look at Jack Manifold fighting for it.
Yeah, Jack's going for the stoppage. Should be the quarter.
I wasn't going for the stoppage. I was just going for land as much as fucking possible.
Again, stiff jab. Tries to slip under.
But also, I really thought I was losing by this point. So, I kind of was not going for a stoppage, but going for like a prove your fucking might sort of moment. But I was like, you know.
Jack is coming.
Oh, he's letting it all hang out now. He's going hard.
Falling a little bit short with a jab. As the fatigue kicks in. Oh, that's a perfect jab right there.
Right behind it. And you hear the crowd. You hear the crowd saying a specific chant there, Charlie. I don't know if that's indicative of the fight there.
Was that a twist his dick I heard there?
I think I can confirm. Maybe twist a right hand over, but I don't know about that.
So, this is where they check my nose. So, this is where we need to check. Let me see. See if you can see Dakota like nod at me.
And the doctor, I think we're gonna get a look here at Jack's nose.
I think it's just a nosebleed.
Yeah,
be fine.
We're all right. Commission taking a look, but I think we're good here.
Yeah, fire, congrats, man, on the
There-
win.
you
The
don't
fight was awesome to watch live, dude.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. A lot of people have really like praised this fight, and I'm really happy about it. People are saying it was one of the more entertaining ones. That really means a lot to me. But yeah, you can see, you don't see Dakota nod at me, but you see me nod back at him.
We're all right. Commission taking a look, but I think we're good here.
Giving both boys a little breather there to finish this last minute strong.
Great point, Tony.
That was sweet. Do you see him nod? I know you can see him at the end, but you definitely see me just like, yeah, really sweet of him. Like just genuinely very like, fucking just good sportsmanship, man. And like at the end of the day, dude didn't want to fucking hurt me. He just wanted to win a fight. Same with me. I didn't want to hurt him. You know, like no part of me is like I want him to hurt. I just wanted to win. Here's the thing. Like, this is the thing with boxing. This is why I didn't need to be mad at him. In my brain, I just really like winning, and I was like, this guy is the only thing between me and victory, and punching him is the only way I win. And as much as I don't want to hurt him, I'm not going to like hold back because I want to win. You know. But yeah, but I don't want to hurt him. Like afterwards, when he told me like I'd fucking really hurt, like apparently I hit when I body shot him, it really fucking hurt. He like couldn't get up the stairs after the fight, and I was like, oh shit, I'm sorry. And he's like, I'm not apologizing to you for the fucking nosebleed. I'm like, yeah, no, but still, I'm sorry. I didn't want to fucking hurt you, man. I just wanted to win. You know, there's a difference.
Last minute of this fifth round. Again, Jack right on the front foot again. Dakota continue to look to that left hook, but there's more in the arsenal there. He's got to sit down on some shots here. There's a right hand.
To action right there.
And it's there for Dakota. Jack continues to slide into that power hand.
Oh, I'm backing off now. Never mind.
He's not been able to really get a right hand off. He's looked to that lead hand so much. It's there. Just a matter of throwing and landing at this point.
But every time he gets close, Jack's landing that big jab, which is putting him off his game.
Our last 30 seconds, both guys got to bring this one home.
Both guys landing a great jab right there, knocking each other's heads back. We've got 20 seconds left. Let's see how it finishes. Another great jab.
My goodness, look at Jack Manifold's face right now. He's coming forward still. What an animal.
He's eating those shots, though.
14 seconds. Blood is flying all over us. These fists are about to fly in these last 10, folks. Get ready, because this is the finish you look for. Jab. Nice jab from Dakota. Jack comes back.
Oh.
Double jab, Jack Manifold. And that's
There.
where we will end
I always feel bad about that one because I really was trying to move forward, but he just kept batting me. And I was worried because like he was landing so many punches and it was the end of the round. And like at the end of the day, you don't want to get hit right before the end of the round. And then right on the bell, the biggest punch of the night, I throw this fucking wild right hand and fucking hit him right on the bell. Right on the bell. I love it. But yeah, I just keep getting hit, and I'm just really trying to move forward.
Jack comes back. Double jab, JackManifold. And that is where we will end it. Fight number 1, Creator Clash. Number 2 is in the books, folks. And this crowd is loving it.
That was an electric start to tonight.
My goodness.
That set the tone early.
Oh, so much red paint though, man. They did not need to put all that red paint in the ring, that's for certain. But yeah, I like... It's... So, what's interesting is there's nothing I don't remember. I just... In your head, you don't remember all the punches you land. You just remember getting hit, because that's the part that kind of, like, sucks and hurts. So, to me, I got hit way more than I landed hits. But, like, obviously, I mean, you can see the fucking numbers. I watched the fight back. Like, it isn't the case. I'm not...
From the first bell to the last bell, that's all we had was action. That was great. Respected both guys. Lots of heart. They both took a lot of punches.
You always hesitate in the influencer scene to call fights wars, but I'm telling you, the amount of output we saw, Tony Jefferson, the amount of sheer will to make it through those 5 when after round 2 we saw both guys sprawled out like a warm breakfast. They were tired.
Oh, they were exhausted. I was shocked by how Jack was able to eat a lot of these. Even with all that blood, he just kept pushing through.
I mean, look at his face right there.
Yeah, it looks like a car accident that happened to him.
That looks like a paintball game gone awry. It looks like more blood than you'll see in Crenshaw, California. I don't know if I've ever seen that in an influencer fight.
Yeah, has anyone ever been that bloody in an influencer fight before? That's a very good point. Does anyone know of any fights where someone came out looking that fucking bloody? Have I taken that? Did I win that? Am I the most fucking bloody influencer? Yeah, I do bleed very easily. Jake Paul, Deji. I didn't see that one. Did they? Was that quite bad? Apparently there's a couple. I'll look around. Haley was pretty bloody last year, but it wasn't that bad. She had a lot around her nose, but mine was just my whole fucking head, bro. Definitely the only one in this
That
year.
is probably one of the bloodiest bouts we've had so far. From last year to now.
Look at our punch stats here. Look at the output, Tony.
Oh, yeah. Lots of punches were thrown. Lots of punches were landing.
In 5 rounds, the output of 335 punches is absolutely insane for Jack. And we're going to get our decision here, but what a fight between 2 great competitors here. You see that. You see the sportsmanship. You love to see that here at Creator Clash.
Yeah, we love that. Both guys have worked very, very hard for this moment right here. They both deserve a lot of credit.
Absolutely. Well, let's take it to Akinola with our fight decision.
Referees, give it up for our competitors. What a great win.
He was screaming how we both won because it was for charity. It was a very sweet thing. I'm disappointed it wasn't caught on the mic because I don't exactly remember what he was saying because I was very fucking like, you know, coming down from the whole thing. But again, just such a sweet guy.
Kick off Creator Clash 2. The love between these two are unreal. But let's go to the scorecard to see who won this first bout. All right.
I fucking love this clip. This is one of the clips I have seen. I love
Braden
this.
Jackson scored the fight 49-46. James O'Connor scored 50-45. Shammy Shipman scored 50-45. For your winner, by unanimous decision, JackManifold!
The shock on my face. I was so convinced I'd lost that fight because I just saw the state of my face and like honestly, Dakota played enough of my games to genuinely make me feel like I'd lost. And like when he fucking says my name, I was so shocked. I don't think I've ever pulled a more genuine face on the internet.
Shammy Shipman scored
one more time.
50-45. For your winner, by unanimous decision, JackManifold!
Well done to both boys.
I was gonna say, there you have it, guys. Jack
That was sweet, my brother coming over. I don't even remember it happening, but I love
Manifold
that.
with
Chills
the decision.
here.
Chills in the ring with our post-fight interview.
Chills here with your winner,
Chills is the best, by the way. I hung out with Chills a couple of times. He's so cool.
Jack Manifold. Jack, you just won your first boxing match. Tell us, what is going through your mind right now?
I don't believe it. I thought I'd lost, so this is pretty good. I feel fucking great. This is like the best high ever. It's fucking amazing.
I almost said, I don't even need to do drugs no more. But I thought, will they not like that? Will they like investigate me for like having been high before the fight or some shit? So I opted not to say that. But yeah, I was like, I was having to check myself because I was so happy. I was like making sure I wasn't going to say anything like that I shouldn't.
Fuck that thing. Oh, I just want to say this thing, as Dakota said, everyone's a fucking winner here. We all raised a shit ton of money for charity. This is a great thing, so I thank you all for being here. That's the most important thing. Thank you for buying tickets. This really does help a lot of people, so thank you so much. Seriously.
Now, Jack, you landed a barrage of punches throughout that fight. Tell us, what was your strategy going into this?
Oh, wait, that's...
Seriously.
Wait, hold on.
Now, Jack, you landed a barrage of punches throughout that fight. Tell us, what was your strategy?
That's really sweet. There's just two standing people and it's my mum and dad. That's so sweet. There's just like, and they're so perfect. There's like a spotlight on them. I don't know if someone noticed, but there's like all these people and then just right in the corner there's just two fucking people clapping. It's my mum and dad. That's so sweet. I haven't seen that. There's a really cool picture posted. I'll pull it up in a second.
Strategy going into this?
Punch things and try not to get punched as much as possible. As you can tell by my nose, I fell to that last part a little bit, but I threw enough punches, so, you know, we're here.
Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans and supporters back in England?
Yeah, did you think I was gonna fucking do this? I didn't until just 2 seconds ago when I stepped in this ring and punched that guy, wherever the fuck he went. He's a great guy, though. I can't thank him enough for being here.
Now, lastly, you chose to support the Sarcoma Foundation in memory of fellow YouTuber Technoblade. Tell us, what does that charity mean to you?
I mean, as people know, around a year ago, I believe, Technoblade passed of sarcoma. It was terribly sad. He was a friend of mine. And we've raised, well, as a collective, all the Minecraft YouTubers have really tried to raise a lot of money for it, and I hope this will help with that. I even had the blessing of TechnoDad before I went out today. He sent me the spirit of Sun Tzu to help me fight this fight, and it fucking worked. So TechnoDad, thank you so much.
That's true. I got a message from TechnoDad just before I went out, like a couple hours, and he said, "What did he say? Let me read it. I'm sure he won't mind." He sent me a message that read, "Never mind. Where is it?" Hi Jack, just heard about your charity fight today. Wanted to wish you luck and thank you for thinking of the Sarcoma Foundation. And the spirit of Sun Tzu leads you to victory. And I told him that I would settle for no less, and he put righteous, and then sent me a gif of Batman dancing in Fortnite. So those were the blessings.
Jack, congratulations. Let's give it up for your winner, Jack Manifold.
Gentlemen, there is your winner, Jack Manifold. And I want to talk more about this, but before we do, I need to say one thing.
I was so shocked. Like I can't even believe. Like now I've watched it back, it makes sense because I was stepping on the front foot the whole time. But all my brain was thinking about was like all the times I was getting hit and all the punches I was missing, because I was so thrown off by the idea that I couldn't keep him at range, because that's just the way I know my hands are really tight now because I'm like not fucking exhausted and nervous, but like I'm just like, you know, that's how I do it. Just keep you at range, then bang, you know what I mean? Like that's, and then you know, maybe like if you go around fucking hooks and stuff, but like my whole thing is kind of trying to control the range, keep you at range, and his fucking range was just too long for me to do that comfortably, and it was shit. It was just, the whole fight just felt so off to me that I didn't realize that I actually managed to pull it off, you know? And Charlie was saying, he's like, yeah, because we fucking trained for every scenario, man. You know, you had it in you. But it's cool to watch it back. It's really cool to watch it back.
Gentlemen, and that is...
I don't know, there she was. Bless her, everyone was asking her how nervous she was, and she kept saying how confident she was that I was going to win. I'm really glad that I didn't disappoint her and lose. Can you imagine if I lost and my girlfriend's telling everyone, "Oh, I'm really confident he's gonna win." But yeah, no, I'm sure she was nervous, but you know.
A shout out to our.
Is my nose okay? It is okay. Oh, don't get me wrong. It's bruised. It hurts. And as you can tell, he hit me a lot around the eyes as well, and my eyes are quite bruised. But I'm fine. Like I'm recovering fine. I felt like I've been hit by a fucking train the day after the fight. But yesterday I felt over the moon. Like I felt so good. Felt so good about the whole thing. Like really, really good.
Sponsor O. Creator Clash is proud to be sponsored with O.
I don't know much about O, but I know the CEO's the GOAT. The CEO took this really cool picture of my parents that I didn't tag him at the time because I don't know his name, but all I know is the CEO of O, and he took this picture, and it's possibly my favorite picture I've ever had. He took a picture of my mum and dad watching me on the screen, and it almost made me cry. Right, I had to close it after the fight because I was gonna start crying. But yeah. I don't know what O's. I don't even fucking know what O is, but shout out that app because the CEO is kind of cool.
O is a new app for creators, fans, and communities to connect and do things together. You can think of O like starting a chat thread with your friends or community, but in video form. You can post an O with your questions, and your community responds directly to it with another video or picture or text. You're not limited to just text comments, which makes the full experience more interactive and more authentic. And that's why we're using O. We wanted to give you all more things, more O's, if you will, for you to do and get involved. There are literally hundreds of O's that you can choose from, like a Q&A, playing games like Wordle. Now,
I think that's it. But yeah, no, that was that has to be like the best day of my life, though, man. Like genuinely, I just loved every minute of it. I love every minute. Like you can't begin to explain how great this event is, and like. I wish they I wonder if they had a highlights.
Jack has landed close to 5.
Last 10 seconds here, round number 2. Want to punctuate this round and go away. And again.
But it was just a lot of trading jabs. I think if I go again next year, I just want to focus on my movement and a little bit of variety. But fucking, bro, I was nervous as shit. It was my first ever fight. The fact that my fundamentals managed to carry me to a win, I'll take it. Like, I'll take it. They're not perfect. I got a little bit wild, especially towards the end. Oh, that's a very bad point to pause on. I'm getting hit straight in the face. I'm a very critical person. It's very hard for me to you know. Did I say I'm doing it again? It's really bad. So like, this is the thing. I've not actually agreed to do it again, but every time I talk as if I'm doing it again. So I think maybe I'll do it again. I don't know whether I'll be doing this again or not. I very much might be. I enjoy boxing a lot. I know that's good.
Being big and deep because he's going to have to in round 4 here. Again, he found something in that last round, but Jack is right on the front foot again, Tony.
Fair play at the corner. He's took some big shots, and he's still in there.
Yeah, I just need to move a little bit more. Keep the 100% win rate. Yeah, that's the thing though. Now I'm gonna be super protective of my 100. If I fight again, I'm gonna be so protective of the win rate that you know, who do I want to go against? I was going to call out Mr. Beast after I won, and I completely forgot to do it because I was so over the moon. But realistically, there's a couple of people I would fight. Should I do some call outs now? You know, alright, I'll do some low-key call outs. These are, if I were to fight again, here's how I'd fight. Disguised Toast. You pulled out of this fight originally. I wasn't supposed to fight Dakota. He's a lovely guy. I was supposed to fight you, bitch. Disguised Toast. I know you're scared of me. Prove you aren't if you aren't. Well, I mean, if you aren't. I mean, that doesn't make sense. The point is, I will fight you. Secondly, Tubbo. You gave me that nosebleed one time. Train up. Get in the ring. See how it goes next time. All right? I'll fight Tubbo. Unironically, though, William Haynes, the guy who beat Chris Raygun, we're relatively equally sized. I'd give it a go. We're both 1-0. We both fought in Creator Clash. I maybe actually unironically would fight William Haynes if he's down for it again. You know. So William Haynes we could definitely go for. And I don't know. There's a couple other people I'm thinking about, but I'll mention those guys for now. William Haynes is the only well, Toast as well. I actually would take a fight with Toast if he actually was willing. But William Haynes, the guy who fought Chris Raygun, if I was to fight again, I think he's a decent opponent. I have no beef with the guy. He was cool. He was really funny. But yeah, if he was to we're both. I think that would be a very well matched fight. You know what I mean? So I would be willing to fight him. If I was to fight again, that is. I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to fight again. Fight Hassan? Ah, yeah, and Hassan. I would fight Hassan. That's very true. Isn't Toast like buff? And I'm not. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a machine. Where's it good? Look at how machine-like I am. Look at my big arms.
How tough is Dakota? He's taking some punches, and he's still in there.
When did I get hit in the back? That's what I want to find out. Okay, so by this point, I haven't been hit.
And as you see, our Raid Energy replay, Jack Manifold throwing.
Let's see. I want to see where this back punch. Alright, I have it at this point. I now have the back punch.
And a nice exit from.
Perfect, yeah. In and out with his feet. Footwork's the best defense, and as we've seen, that's why.
Last 10 seconds here, round one. Flurries back and forth. There it is, round one in the.
So does this start in the first round? I can't tell.
Jab is what's setting everything else up.
And as you see, our Raid Energy replay. Right hand, right by the chin.
Clean jab.
Oh, nice hook though. Dakota's starting to land a little bit here. We're brawling now, ladies and gentlemen.
That was kind of crazy though. That was kind of, this bit here. This is one of my favorite moments. The start of round two.
Center of the ring. Right hand, right by.
The start of round two, I just charged it in. I fucking like that round.
So he's landing some clean punches.
Also, yeah, someone said Machine Manifold is a new box name. Look, I don't know what I'm going to call myself, but we definitely can't sit with a bald death now we've had that pointed out, so we do need a new one.
And it's a guy in his debut. You really don't know what to look for.
Exactly.
Here we go, round two. And straight away, Jack takes center of the ring. Right hand, right by the chin.
Clean jab.
Oh, nice hook, though. Dakota's starting to land a little bit here. We're brawling now, ladies and gentlemen. Jack settles back into his jab, and a nice counter 2-3 again from Dakota Olave.
Good right hand over the top there from Jack.
And it's been said, Tony Jeffries, that the jab will lead you to the promised land. It's what it's doing right now for Jack Manifold.
I still rate that slip. I think the second round's my favorite round. I think that's it. Can we hear Will Nev? No, I think that's Charlie's dad, but I'm not too sure. I was trying to work out who that voice was. But yeah, we all both did so well. Yeah, Dakota fought really well. He genuinely was a much tougher opponent than I thought. Like, by far. Like, I really didn't expect it to be such a tough fight, you know?
The punch, and he's landing that jab. He needs to hit that right hand after he's landed it.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Dakota's looking away now.
Yeah, Jack is starting to really put pressure on him.
But yeah, no, it was mad. It was crazy. It was like actually crazy how like fucking good these fights were. I'm gonna quickly, you know what I want to watch that really quick? Hold on. There was another fight that I want to quickly pull up. I want to pull up Harley versus John Hennigan. Oh, you know who else I'd maybe fight? They'd have to come down and weight a little bit. I'd consider it. I'd think about it. And I know that... And interestingly, this was someone who was considered to be my opponent before this. Ethan, Crank Gameplays. I'd consider that as well. I'd consider it as well. He was kind of tough. He fucking knocked Leon down. Like, that would be a tough fight. That would definitely be a tough fight, but I think with a little bit more training, I'd consider it. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I'd consider it. You know what I mean? That'd definitely be a tougher fight. You'd have to come down and weight. Because I don't weigh too much. I was 133 pounds, and that was me. I had to gain, it took me a long time to gain that weight. I was like 125 before I started all this.
Absolutely.
I'm looking for the Harley John Hennigan fight though. Here it is. There's one clip I want to show. This was the craziest part of the whole event to me. Fucking one, Harley's walkout was fucking sick. Can I just say? Harley was hilarious though. But like his walkout was sick. Fight Larry Croft? Okay. Like the lights are going off down there and then I love this. This was so sick.
Well, I was looking to the entrance ramp, gentlemen, but I don't see Harley up there. Wait.
He might have run away scared.
Hold on, what? Oh, is that? Harley's in the crowd.
What a sick fucking intro.
Harley is in the crowd looking like a Shield member or Solid Snake. I don't know. Charlie, what is going on here?
I'm not quite sure. This is just a psychopath out there.
The man of the people making his way in, the Sauce Boss.
So sick. But either way, this fight was fucking entertaining.
After last night.
But
OG YouTube.
Ready, Tony, trying to navigate that reach of Harley.
Yeah, he's trying to get his feet in.
Right hand sneaks through again there, John. Nice reflexes to catch the big.
Here.
This. That's going to be tough to get out of.
Oh! So fucking John Hennigan fucking lays down. Like he outboxes Harley in this. Like Harley's great, right? But fucking he gets outboxed. But he fucking gets knocked out. And John Hennigan, if you don't know, is a WWE wrestler, right? And in true WWE fashion, watch this shit.
Another right hand sneaks through. And then a cheeky right hand though for Harley. And it goes down. Y'all good, Harley. Y'all good, baby.
He knocks him out of the ring onto the commentator's table. How is that not a scripted bit? That's the most WWE shit from a WWE wrestler in a boxing match, and it fucking actually happens.
Big and strong, Mr. Manifold. You did so well.
Thank you. But like, I was like the other side of the ring watching this, and I saw him just fall. I was like, no. I couldn't believe it.
Get back in there, big dog. How you doing, big man? Wow. Falls out of the ring.
The fucking commentators are talking.
Cheeky right hand though for Harley. And it goes down. Y'all good, Harley. Y'all good, baby. Get back in there, big dog. How you doing, big man?
Critical looks fucking terrified. He would have crushed him to death. Charlie would have been fucking crushed to death if Harley fell in.
Wow. Falls out of the ring and right into your lap there, Tony.
Yeah, you got a little Amazon Prime delivery of Harley there.
Nice reflexes to catch the big man there, but again, to see him.
Crazy. Like the most crazy moment of the whole event. And then like, also just now we're talking about cool ring walks. I believe it was this one. Like Crank Gameplays versus, Crank Gameplays versus fucking Leon Hart. Where's the walkout? This. He got the fucking guy. I've forgotten his name now, so you'll have to forgive me. But Leon got the fucking guy who sang the original Pokemon anime theme to walk out with him and sing it. That is so sick. He also gave me the guy gave me a signed Pokemon card as well, but I don't have it. But he has like a Pokemon card that he signed. He gave it me. It was quite cool.
Maybe like 6% body.
I kind of did it. Guys, can I tell you a thing? How I fucked up? Can I tell you how I fucked up a little bit? I was supposed to give the Pokemon card to Ellie because she's quite a big Pokemon fan. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay, I'll give it to my girlfriend. But the guy gave me the card. I didn't ask him for it. He just offered it me. And I kind of like in the moment was like panicked. He's like, oh, who should I make it out to? He's like, what name should I write on the card? I'm like, oh, Jack, because that's my name. And then so this is what happened. He offered me the card and I didn't even know he was giving them out. And I was like, he's like, oh, I'll sign it for you. I was like, oh, cool. He's like, oh, I'll put a name on it. I put Jack, and he put Jack, right? And then like I was walking back up to my room. Ellie was upstairs. I was like, oh, I should give it Ellie. She loves Pokemon. And I went, I got you a gift. I gave it her, and I fucking gave it her, and it said to Jack, and she was like, this is for you. I was like, fuck! I couldn't believe myself. I was so pissed. Because I fully, like, halfway through was like, I do this all the time where, like, I'll have a thing and I'll be like, actually, she'd like it way more than I like it. I'll give it her. And it was one of those things where I had it, I got it off the guy. I was like, actually, she's way more into Pokemon than I would. I'll give it her. She'll like it. Forgetting that I had him write my fucking name on it. So now I feel, the sentiment was there, but now I feel dumb, you know? No, I want to watch this ring walk again. I tried watching it live, but I was too far. I was sat with my friends in the crowd. I couldn't really see
at most. That is a guy who's been training for a long time. And Ethan, I know, has also been getting after it extremely hard. So I'm just very excited to see how this one plays out.
This one.
This is so sick. And he was just throwing cards out to everyone. The audio was much better in the arena. You could hear him very clearly. That guy's waved. That guy is wavy. Holy shit. He is out of it. What the fuck? That guy's drunk. That guy's fucking hammered. That guy is fucking hammered. Holy shit. Ah, it's low. Whatever, you get the point. It was really sick. It was really sick. But either way, that was the best weekend of my life. The only other thing I want to show you is what I'll show you now. I don't know how to do it though, because my dad filmed it on sent it me on WhatsApp, but he did this old man thing. My dad just sent me the picture of me looking shocked at winning. Thanks, Dad. He sent me this, which is cool. Some of you might have seen it. It was on S-Fan's stream, but let me save it. 2 seconds. How do I show you this? I sent it myself on Discord. But yeah, we're just all gonna have to tilt our heads because my dad did that old. Oh, you know what? You'll see. This pissed me off. I love the fact that he filmed it, but I hate when people like fucking boomers do this shit, man. Hold on, wait. He did this, right? Watch this. This is the worst thing that boomers ever do. Is it sending? Okay, it is. Give it a second. Look what my dad did, right? He sent me this video of us singing karaoke. So at the gala the night afterwards, to heal everyone, we sang a British classic, Sweet Caroline, as a group to really heal everyone. The problem is, my dad filmed it like this. Where are they? Thanks, Dad! Thank you, Dad! Now I've got a fucking... let me rotate the video. Give me a second. Christ. My God. Can you believe this guy? Is there like a way of rotating it like in Windows, or do I have to like put it in a fucking editing software? Because I want to show you guys, but edit with Clipchamp. What the fuck is Clipchamp? My God, what is this? What has Windows become, man? I want to show you, but it's gonna be Clipchamp video editor. Yeah, alright. Let's download it. Give it a second. Downloading. Sorry guys, gotta download Clipchamp Windows editor so I can. Oh my God. You know what? Actually, I've downloaded Clipchamp now. Might be an option in VLC. Oh, it might actually. Let's try playing it in VLC as well. Oh my God, no. Okay, Clipchamp's asking me to fill in my name and stuff, and I'm on Ellie's PC. Let's try VLC Media Player. Where are they at? Hey, pause! We ain't ready yet. Come on now. Christ. No. Please, come on now. Playback speed. Please tell me there's no rotate, is there? Effects and filters. Video effects. Crop. No, come on. No, okay. Okay. It's fine. It's so fine. Geometry. Rotate. Okay. VLC Media Player lets you rotate things. We got it. I don't begin to know it, but then I know it's going strong. I can't zoom it in, sorry. This is what we did to celebrate the win. So please celebrate with me, chat. Hands, touching hands. You could have use your phone? I was singing! To believe they never were, but now I look at the night and it don't seem so lonely. Fill it up with only two. There's this bit in a minute that Kit does, which is amazing. Give it a minute. Oh, my brother saying Bosch fucking killed me, by the way. Watch this. I literally can't sing for like another 30 seconds. Fill it up with only two. Oh no, it was Billy, never mind. Kit thought it was the fucking chorus, and it was another verse. He thought it was the chorus, and he went, "Everybody!" Oh, this is the most British thing ever. A bunch of men, after drinking beer, get up and celebrate having a fight by singing "Sweet Caroline." Touching me, touching you, sweet Caroline, the times never seem so good, so good, so good, I've been inclined to believe they never would. That was the DJ. None of us are American, don't worry. God forbid. That was the honest. I fucking love that. That just closed off a good fucking weekend perfectly. Genuinely the best weekend of my life. I'm so happy I did this. Like, and not only that, it fucking raised. Well, we don't know yet, but last year it sold 10,000 live tickets. This year I believe it was 15,000, and I assume the pay-per-views outsold, but I don't know. But I'm only going to assume last year it was like, I think it was $1.3 million. I'm only going to assume it will be more $1 million this year. Like, charities, good charities. I mean, the Sarcoma Foundation for one, Alzheimer's, the American Heart Association, just to name a few, are all receiving loads of dollars. Loads and loads of dollars. And it all goes to good causes. I get to try something that I've genuinely fallen in love with. Boxing is something I'm genuinely so in love with now. I'm going to carry on doing it. It might allow me to not focus on content for a little bit, which has been great, because I've came up with so many great ideas while I've been away. Which, by the way, can I just say, people, you better be looking forward to it, because now the streams are back. They are back and in full swing, baby. I'm going to, this week, now I've said that. This week I will be a little bit, like, chill. I'm going to give myself, like, I'll be streaming, like, every other day, like I have been while I've been boxing. But I'm just going to give it, like, I'm going to ease back into it for a week, because I'm still pretty, I need a little bit of rest. So I will be a little bit, like, just a little bit dialed back. But a week, 2 at most. I'm going to be straight back in full swing. I have 3 videos filmed. I've got 2 more planned. I got the video essay channel to start on. I got the tour to rehearse for. I got another thing. I got so much shit to do. I'm going to carry on boxing. There might be another fight in the future, so if you do enjoy, please feel free to support me through that. You guys showed a lot of love on all the posts I made, so thank you so much. I have a girlfriend that I probably should spend some time with since I've been pretty busy training for the past few months, so I'm sure she would love that. Essentially, I got a lot of stuff to look forward to, but I'm really glad that I was allowed to, like, not focus on content and focus purely on, like, getting fit and training for this fight, or focusing at least mainly on that for a few months, because it was a really good change of pace since I've been doing this 3 years now, and it's been my main focus for 3 years, so to have a few months where it wasn't was really refreshing, and it's left me with a new lease for, like, I'm excited. I want to do it again, you know what I mean? So I got all that shit coming up. Either way, I didn't run the top of the hour ad. I completely forgot. I'm not going to run it now because I'm actually going to end it. So first stream back, no ads today. Ads next time, all right? I don't know when I'll next be live. I don't want to put any pressure on being live tomorrow in case I just want to take a chill day since it's my first day back in the UK. But I might stream. We'll see how I feel. I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't planned any streams. That's the one thing I haven't had a chance to plan. So I might take a day tomorrow just to get some planning done. But either way, I'm now going to go rest because it's late, even though I'm not tired because I got off the plane. I got back here at about 12 and I napped until 7 because I didn't sleep. My sleep schedule was fucked. So don't worry. I probably won't be sleeping for a little bit. But yeah, I got plenty of stuff. I mean, I got to start writing the script for the boxing video that's coming out. So keep an eye out for that. Please do sub to JackManifoldTV because there's going to be a video about this whole boxing journey out on there. I got a really cool camera team to come along and film it. I filmed some bits myself as well. I'm really looking forward to that video. But yeah, it's been really great. I hope you, I hope you support it. Either way, follow all my other socials as well. They're all JackManifoldTV, not just the YouTube. That's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and my Discord at discord.gg/JackManifoldTV. They're all linked under exclamation point socials if you want to find them. You can also follow here. Your name will appear there as a thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the subs today. I really do appreciate it. As you can see, we had a big drop because I've been away for a while. So please do feel free to subscribe. Even now, as we're ending, because it really does support the stream. And you don't have to watch any of the ads that will be playing on the other streams that will happen this month, because it will cover you for 30 days. Either way, that's me. You can also sub to the VODs channel as well, as I'll probably put this up on the VODs channel. Actually, maybe I won't. I don't want to dilute. Well, I might put this up. This will go up on the VODs channel, but not for a few weeks. I want to put this up on the VODs channel after I've made the video about boxing. I'll put this up on the VODs channel as like a secondary video, like me reacting to me watching boxing. So I'm actually going to unpublish this VOD for now, and then upload it later, I think, is the best way of doing it. So thank you for being here. You're the exclusive club who got to watch that. Either way, I'm dying for shit, so I'm going to leave. Let's raid someone. Thank you for having me back, by the way. Thank you for supporting my fight. You guys, that arena roared when I walked out, and I really didn't expect that. So thank you so much. I genuinely wasn't expecting a reaction like that. Can I just say that much? Like, it really wasn't what I was expecting. So thank you so much for such a fucking strong reaction. But yeah, it really did mean a lot. Is there anything else I wanted to say? Yeah, and just thank you for tuning in and supporting charity. Oh, one more thing. If you go to the creatorclash.com, if you didn't get to watch all the other fights, they were all really entertaining. If you enjoyed watching the bits that I watched on stream now, you're going to love watching the rest of the fights. The only way to watch it as of right now is to still pay for pay-per-view. It won't be live, but I believe there's a cheaper pay-per-view option to watch the recorded show on the creatorclash.com. It's still there available to watch the full show. There's still, I don't even remember, like 8 more fights that I didn't show that had many great moments. I mean, Michelle versus Andrea Botes was an incredible fight. That alone is worth the fucking money. So, and of course, Items versus Wasabi was amazing. So do go check it out with thecreatorclash.com. Like a big proceed of the money. I don't know exactly how much, because obviously there's people that got to be paid. There's people who really worked hard to set this up. But all the profits, I believe, go to charity. So, do go buy a pay-per-view if you are interested. Either way, I'm going to raid Sneeg because my parents had a connecting flight to Atlanta before they flew home to the UK today, and Sneeg happened to also be on that connecting flight to Atlanta, and he found them He waited for them as he got off the plane, found them in the airport, and directed them on where to go so they didn't get lost. And I haven't thanked him yet. So thanks, Sneak, for helping my parents out at the airport. That's super, super sweet of him. Seriously. Everyone has been so nice to my parents. Everyone loves my parents. They go to dinner and like drink with people all the time. People love them. So thank you to every creator who met my parents for being nice to them. Also, thank you to Amaranth for taking a picture with my dad. That made his day. It did not, however, make my mum's. Anyway, I'll send you guys all up to Sneak. Go say thank you for him. I'm going to tell him thank you as well anyway. But do thank him and show him some love. And I'll see you all on the next stream, whenever that may be. Next couple of days. Keep an eye out. See you all soon. Take care.